So I have been super obsessed with tapping, and I've been noticing crazy effects from it, and and I'm gonna share one of them. So the other day I tapped on my kids being safe and how in a safe environment they're allowed to get hurt and they learn from that, and I corrected the thought that and belief that they are with, like, they're in a situation that should have been avoided, or that that's something bad and nothing good is coming from it, no learning, or that the adult was being neglectful. So I wanted to realign all of that because it was imbalanced. And later that day I went to Knoebels and I was waiting in line for the train, and my daughter's arm dislocated and she was in so much pain. Now, this is something that's happened with my son twice, so I was really calm about the situation. It sucks that your kid's hurt, but I wasn't irrational, and I was like, I think we could wait until urgent care in the morning because it was late at night. And her dad was like, no, let's just go to the ER right away. And I was like, okay, well, if you feel that passionately about it, then that's what we'll do. So on the way there, my body started to have this crazy psychosomatic release. It was wild. And I knew it wasn't because of the current moment, because I felt calm and rational with it. So I recently am listening to Joe Dispenza's audiobook, Becoming Superhuman, and he talks about how our memories are not real, because just the present moment is real in terms of our memory. So when we have a memory, it's because of a stimulus and a strong emotion. So in this scenario, the hospital is the stimulus, and every time my child needed to go to a hospital, or I needed to go to a hospital, or somebody did, and I felt a strong emotion, I was feeling it quantumly with nonlinear time right now in that moment, in the car, all of those emotions. And I was like, my body wasn't working. I consciously was like, oh my gosh, Angus, my body's having a somatic release. My body's giving out. This is not because of this moment. This is every moment where I was going to a hospital and felt that emotion. So once I had that, I allowed my body to release it. I allowed it to shake. I actually even assisted it a little bit in the car. And I noticed I started to feel better. And then I got to the hospital and literally everything was completely fine. So, but when I was in the car, I had to say, okay, my phone's dead. I'm sitting here because her dad took her in to check her in. So I'm sitting there in the car, processing this somatic release. And I'm like, yeah, what's the blessing in this situation? Why is it serving me? And it just really sunk in what I just explained. And that situation allowed me to work through all of that stuff from my past that I was bringing into the present moment emotionally with my beliefs and thoughts then, and it allowed it to release. So a really cool story, when you look in nature and you look at a bunny, let's say it's gonna get attacked by a wolf and it's so scared it freezes. Let's say the wolf doesn't attack it, and then the bunny's gonna crazy convulsively shake. There's somatic dance therapy for this concept that I'm talking about, and then the bunny released that from its chakra system, from its whole wherever else it's holding on to and influencing us, and it's not gonna get a disease then, and it's gonna be able to move forward. Yeah, so I wanted to share that. I'm so into tapping. I'm sure you can feel my enthusiasm boiling, but I could talk for days on like that example there, like that showed me I'm safe with my kid getting hurt, that there could be a learning. And then I got to tap about how I don't need my kids to get hurt and I don't need to get hurt, and that we're safe, and you know, endless tapping, endless. But yeah, how cool.